Have you ever thought about a career that pays really well and gives you huge chunks of time off, all while working in one of Brazil's most dynamic industries? Well, today we're diving deep into the world of offshore work, and I'm going to lay out the exact steps to get your career started on a platform. So let's just start with a number that really grabs your attention: 8,000 reais. And no, this isn't some far-off goal. It's the potential starting monthly salary for a job like a safety technician. It's a powerful incentive for sure, but it's really only half of the story. And here's the other half: 21 days. Yep, that's how long your break can be after a work rotation. Just imagine that, nearly a whole month off at a time to be with your family, to travel, or to just focus on your hobbies. This unique rhythm, this work-life balance, is honestly one of the biggest draws of the offshore life. So, high pay and long breaks. It sounds pretty incredible, right? But the real question is, are you ready for what it actually takes? You know, this life isn't for everyone, but for the right person, it is a life-changing opportunity. If your answer is yes, then you are in exactly the right place. We are about to break down everything you need to know, from the perks and the requirements to the day-to-day realities of life at sea. So let's get right into it. All right, let's unpack this offshore dream a little more. What really makes it so different from your typical 9-to-5 job? Well, the answer is all in the unique structure of the work itself. The biggest difference, by far, is the work schedule. Onshore, you're used to a standard 5-day week, but offshore, you're on a rotation. We're talking 14 days of work followed by 14 days of rest, or sometimes even 21 by 21. This completely flips your daily routine on its head and, like we've seen, massively boosts your salary potential. And this comparison really shows you the payoff. An offshore technician's starting salary can be around 8,000 reais a month, which is way higher than what their onshore counterpart is making. It's a very clear financial reward for working in such a demanding, unique environment. And get this, that higher salary goes even further. Why? Because your living expenses while you're on board are practically zero. Your room, all your meals, laundry, even the helicopter ride out to the platform, it's all covered. So you're not just earning more, you're spending a whole lot less. So how do you get there? How do you get on board? Well, to get into this world, you need a key. And that key comes in the form of mandatory training courses. This isn't just about checking a box. It's about proving you're truly prepared for the unique challenges of working offshore. Okay, first up is the CBSP. Think of this as your foundational safety course. It's a 5-day deep dive into everything from sea survival techniques to basic firefighting and first aid. This is the essential, absolutely non-negotiable certification that shows you know how to keep yourself and your coworkers safe. Next on the list is HUTIT. Now, since helicopters are basically the taxis of the offshore world, they're how you get to and from the platforms. Knowing how to escape from one in an emergency is a critical skill. This training actually simulates a crash landing in water, and it teaches you exactly what to do in a situation where every second counts. The path to getting certified is actually pretty straightforward. You've got to be over 18, and you need to pass a health exam. Once you've met those requirements, you just enroll in and complete the CBESP and HUIT courses. After that, you'll have those golden tickets, the certificates that open the door to all these offshore opportunities. Of course, there's a cost involved here. You should probably budget somewhere between 1,200 and 2,000 reais for the CBSP course. But it's really important to see this not as an expense, but as the initial investment in what could be a very lucrative career. And hey, it's not just me saying that. It's a point echoed by professionals who are actually in the field, like Adriana Cruz. She puts it perfectly. These courses are investments. The return isn't going to be immediate, but with a bit of patience and planning, the payoff is huge. All right, so you've done the work, you have your certifications in hand, now what? Well, the next big step is navigating the job market. And this is where strategy and persistence really come into play. You'll want to start by focusing your search on the major players in the industry. Companies like Petrobras, Modak, SBM Offshore, OCN, and Subsea 7 are pretty much always hiring for various roles, so keep a really close eye on their career pages and their LinkedIn profiles. You know, career specialist Mateus Rangel has a fantastic piece of advice here. Don't just be a passive job seeker. Be active. Share your knowledge on platforms like LinkedIn, jump into discussions, generate value. This is how you get visible to recruiters before they even see your application. Let's just tackle a big myth right now. The idea that you can only get an offshore job if you know someone. The reality is, while a connection might help your resume get noticed, it absolutely does not get you the job. You still have to prove your skills and pass every single stage of the selection process on your own merit. Period. So, you've done it. You've landed the job, and your first trip is on the calendar. So, what is life actually like on a platform? Well, it's a highly structured and regulated environment, all designed for maximum safety and efficiency. Life and work on board are governed by a really specific set of rules called NR 37. This is the official rulebook. It covers everything from safety procedures to your living conditions, and it ensures a consistent, safe environment for every single person out there. And this focus on well-being is literally written into the law. NR 37 guarantees you certain rights, like internet access, recreation areas like gyms and TV rooms, cabins with no more than 4 people, and even 15 minutes of free phone calls home every day. But of course, rights always come with responsibilities. On a platform, safety is a team sport. It's a collective effort. You're expected to actively participate in all the procedures, report any potential risks you see, and follow all the rules without exception. It's a culture that's built on protecting each other. We've covered the dream, the requirements, the job hunt, and the reality. So now it's time for the most important question of all. Is this career actually the right fit for you? Let's just lay it all out one last time. The advantages? They're crystal clear. Excellent pay, tons of time off, and the potential for really fast career growth. But you have to weigh that against the disadvantages: long stretches away from your family, living in a confined space, and the significant physical and mental demands of the job. Ultimately, it all boils down to this. The offshore world offers incredible rewards, both financially and professionally, but it demands resilience, it demands discipline, and it demands a unique kind of determination. The sea offers the reward, no doubt. The real question is, do you have what it takes to answer the call?